Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the winning streak. We are currently on episode 20. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And as you can see, finally, with the new mics, we got them for the interview, but we're finally happy to have them for the podcast. So, starting off with the recap of baseball games for today, we finally got one team in the World Series. The Texas Rangers won 11-4 today.
Yep, Game 7 ALCS.
Kind of surprised.
2 home runs.
I know, ridiculous. I'm kind of surprised, not that they won necessarily, even though a little bit I'm surprised that they won. I'm surprised how they won.
Yeah, they came out big. I mean, they haven't lost a game in the playoff on the road yet.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, is insane.
It is pretty insane.
Think about it, because, I mean, they weren't
Oh, geez, is that like...
high seed.
Oh, my God.
So they've played 3 series, and they haven't lost an away game yet.
That is pretty insane.
I mean, that's impressive, especially because, I mean...
I just got a notification about them winning.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, because, I mean, they had to play 2 games in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then I have no idea how many games they played in the ALDS, to be honest. Who did they even play?
It wasn't the
ALDS.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Regardless,
I'm just blanking, but whatever.
You might want to hold it closer, just so you know, because I'm not sure how they work.
That's a good point.
Just a warning.
We're getting used to it.
Yeah, but playoffs, Rangers are in the World Series 11-4. They beat the Astros, and then Diamondbacks 5-1 today in Philly. We're going back tomorrow. I don't know.
Worried.
I'm skeptical. It's up there. It's really a 50-50 game.
We'll get it done, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
I think he could for sure. We really need...
He shut him down in Game 3.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier at lunch, and he still didn't do it. Corbin Carroll needs to show up.
Corbin Carroll did better this game than other games.
He did better, but he still didn't do much.
He's still really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he really needs to work on it. His hitting's not good.
Yeah, so it's really just been back and forth with the Phillies. The worst game was the 10-0 loss, Game 2.
Yeah.
That's when people kind of started losing hope, but we're in it back tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. And then getting into an NBA topic for today, we're going to list our top 25 players going into the season. So before I say this, assuming they're healthy, all that crap, you get how it is. Doing this partially because I'm writing an article about this, so make sure you check it out.
One each? I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
And then, so we're going to go in order, but then at the end we're both going to list it quickly so I can make a TikTok out of it.
Okay.
So, number 1, we both had Jokic, I believe.
Jokic.
Number 2, I had Giannis.
I had Giannis as well.
Okay. Number 3, I had Luka.
I had Joel Embiid. He's still MVP. I mean, even though he didn't deserve it.
No.
But he's a great basketball player.
We'll see how he does without Harden. He's not going to want to do nothing with him. Number 4, I had Embiid.
Number 4, I had Kevin Durant. I'm high on it.
Elaborate, so I can drink some water.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, I feel like it's Kevin Durant. That's all I really got to say. I mean, the guys that I have behind
I feel like the only problem I have with it
is
he's the second in MVP rankings on his own team, in my opinion. I think Book. Where did I have Book? Okay, 5 I had Steph Curry just to get through that, so I can get to my next guy.
I also just want to note that I misread it, and I actually have Kevin Durant at 5.
Oh, who's your number 4?
4.
Oh, okay. So you had Luke at 4,
yeah.
And then I had Curry at 5. You have KD at 5, and then I had Booker at 6.
I had Jason Tatum at 6.
Over Book?
At this point, I feel like as a power forward,
this is gonna be a segment on its own. Who's better?
if I was building a team, I'd personally rather have Booker, but I mean, Jason Tatum is
this season though.
This was actually a Twitter argument I see a lot.
Yeah,
is
Book versus Tatum? Yeah, it's a really big argument.
Book, and I think he's at this point in time the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Yeah,
but I think Jason Tatum is also very good, like really, really good.
Here's what I'll say on it. I think Tatum is maybe you could give him leverage as the better actual player, on the court player, because he rebounds.
I mean,
but as a leader and just how he plays and what he does in the playoffs, Book.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
it's fair. I think we can agree on that. Then
that's
I guess
where I get it from. Is good
segment. Good segment. Yeah, that's a good little part.
So yeah, Jason Tatum is my 6.
Okay, I had Jason Tatum at my 7.
Okay,
so he's right behind Book for me.
My 7, I have Stephen Curry.
Okay.
So we were pretty close.
It was pretty weird. Like, my list is really valid, and the fact that Book and Tatum are 6 and 7 really shows the future of the league is starting.
I mean, I wouldn't.
It really
even say
does.
future because I mean.
No, they've been in the league. Book's
for a
been in the
long
league,
time.
but it's just starting, like, it's kind of ending the old
Yeah.
era. Tatum's gonna carry it on, and now just the Suns team in general.
Getting into like where LeBron's at on their list.
LeBron, I had LeBron at 8.
You had LeBron at 8.
Yeah, LeBron's
Okay.
right after them.
Did you already say your 7?
Yeah, Jason Tatum. Oh, you
okay.
didn't. My bad.
My 7 was Stephen Curry.
Oh yeah, okay. And then 8 LeBron.
8 LeBron. Okay, I had
Devin
Devin Booker at 8.
Oh, you had Book. Okay. So you put Book over Shea for sure then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did.
That's fair. Honestly, I don't disagree.
100%.
I had Shea at 9 though.
I had Damian Lillard at 9.
Okay. I completely can agree with that. That's fair. They're interchangeable for me, but Shea I think is just gonna have better stats.
Shea's gonna be very good this year. I have him as my 3rd in MVP.
Oh really?
There's a good chance if he plays better than that, there's a good chance he does win MVP.
Yeah, for sure. I had Dame at my 10. So right after you had him, and then.
So my 10, I had LeBron.
Okay, that's fair. Honestly, he could show some age this year.
Yeah,
Never know, but I don't see it.
I mean.
I can't imagine him showing age. I just don't see it ever happening.
He's still going to be really good. I mean, of course, I have him at 10, and you got to keep in mind, like, the top 15 NBA players are, like, not that far apart.
Yeah, no.
So, I have him
it's
at
pretty
10
crazy.
I mean, he's really good, but he's not, like, 2018 LeBron where he was,
like, no, that's fair. I agree.
Close to anybody being...
I think he's still going to average a good 27, 28, and they're going to make a far run. I really think so.
At about, like,
24, 25, okay. I think he could just, and like, no one expected him to average what he did last year, and he had like 28 or something like that. So it's pretty good. And then, speaking of those teammates, I had Anthony Davis at 11.
At 11?
Yeah.
I had Shea at 11.
Okay. I agree with that. And then I had KD at 12.
KD at 12?
Yeah.
So there really is a difference between us.
I think he's, like, one of the top MVP candidates. He's one of my top 2 dark horse with Book. But... Or no, I think on my list I actually had both of them for top 3. So yeah, they're in my top 3. But
I believe you did.
MVP is not best player in the world. It's most valuable to their team.
That's true.
And KD's the best player.
I mean, that's why I have Shea at 11.
Yeah, that's fair for sure.
And then my 12 I had Anthony Davis.
Okay, I said KD.
Yeah.
My 13 I had Ant.
That's
it is a hot take, but he's going to be one of the best players this season.
Okay,
that's
definitely a hot take.
He's taking a leap this year.
Quite a bit lower than you.
That's fair.
But
and it could be true, but that's supposed to be a hot take. I really think he could take a huge leap this year, and we're getting hella segments out of this. About
13. I had Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
I think he's still going to be really good, even though he's aging. But I don't see him showing that.
I have him barely lower than you, so it's not that crazy. Yeah, I think that's fair. And then my 14, I had De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox. I would say that's
crazy.
A tiny bit high, but I don't.
It is a little bit high.
Much lower.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's what some people were saying is that it was a little bit high, but I think he's gonna just Kings are going back to the playoffs for sure.
He's definitely a very good point guard. Definitely top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I'd even argue top 3, to be honest.
I wouldn't go that far yet, but after the season, he will probably end up being there.
It just depends who you consider a point guard, I guess.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And then who did you have at 14?
At 14, I had Donovan Mitchell.
Okay.
I'm still high
That's
on
a little bit high for him.
I feel
Not
like
really,
I feel like he's really good, but I don't know how he's going to work in that cap system. And there's probably a good chance he gets traded this year.
Yeah, I wonder where he'd go, though.
I really do like that Cavs team. They're set up really well.
They're set up. They just need to win.
Yeah. I mean, they got like 4th seed last year, I guess. But,
but they sold hard.
Yeah.
They weren't a
good
playoff team.
Not very good Knicks team.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's definitely a part of it.
Yeah.
You can get it.
My 15, I had Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray, okay.
I think he's finally playing in the regular season, and coming off of this postseason, he's got to be good.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even have Jamal Murray on here. He's very good, but
it's pretty crazy.
He's probably like 26 in my book.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
There's a few guys like just health coming into mind. Like it makes.
No, yeah, that's fair. But we're kind of assuming healthy though.
Yeah, I guess, but I'm just like, if they have a really bad track history, like, I definitely docked guys like Kawhi Leonard.
I did too, honestly.
I don't expect them to come out looking like 29.
I put in guys who I really do think are gonna end up
Yeah.
playing this season though. Like even
Yeah.
considering injuries, I don't think Kawhi and PG are.
Yeah.
Even with the new rule, so that's why they're not on here. PG would have been on here already.
PG's close up on my list actually.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like PG's a very good player.
Did you
Still.
say you're 15 yet or no?
My 15 is Ja Morant, even with his issues.
I couldn't put him on my list, bro.
You couldn't put him on this
I
list?
couldn't. I really
He's only
could not.
missing 25 games.
Still, I just
But he's a very
Don't know.
good point guard.
he is, but I just don't see him doing the same stuff. Even like
I don't see how he could.
I just see a
It's
regress.
not like he had an injury.
no, but
His injury.
I don't know.
was
I'm
going
not
through
big on him in the
streets.
first place, so he would be in like my top 30 probably, but not
I
top
just feel like
25.
a guy that was all NBA first. Was he all NBA?
I don't think
I
so.
believe he was all NBA first team.
Not first team.
He was at least second team. Let me double
He
check.
might have. I think he was third team if anything. I don't think he was second team.
It wasn't last year. It was the year before, I think. Let
But
me see.
let
Let me check his accolades. But you can
I'll go
carry
on.
on.
At 16, I had Jimmy Butler. So, pretty far down.
Okay. He
He's
was
just
all
not,
NBA
like-
second team.
Okay.
2022.
Yeah, I just
Um,
don't see him doing that,
So
especially now.
was that your 15 or your 16?
My 16th was Jimmy Butler.
My 16 is Kyrie Irving. I feel like he's still
Okay.
going to be very good, but I don't know.
It was hard for me not to put him on my list, but I just
Yeah.
couldn't over some of these players. Like,
That's fair. Honestly, I thought about that one a lot, and honestly, in hindsight, I probably would lower him a little bit, but like, I think that he's going to be better than he was last year. If he like,
yeah, for sure.
I think this is like
It's gonna be a
I
good
think
year
He
for him.
realizes that his legacy is kind of on the line right now.
Yeah,
Because his
Which is
current,
true.
I'm not even like his current accolades. He's not a Hall of Famer.
I would say he's for sure Hall of Famer.
just
He
on
has one
impact
ring.
alone.
Like on stuff like that. I mean, he doesn't have the
A
craziest
few
stats.
All-Star appearances. Like,
But people are gonna say Dame's a Hall of Famer.
well, Dame hasn't missed the All-Star game since he was a rookie.
Yeah, but
And
that's
I mean, he's probably there's a good chance he gets a ring this year too. So I mean, like,
Maybe.
But I'd rather have a ring than All-Star appearances.
he also has significantly better scoring stats. And
Yeah, we've had this
stats.
argument before.
Yeah, I'm not gonna back down on that. But
I already provided enough evidence.
you
But
didn't provide any evidence.
17th, Donovan Mitchell for me.
Okay,
I had him
Donovan
a little
Mitchell.
lower.
he's not gonna be like crazy this year.
Yeah, that's fair. My 17, I had Paul George. I
Okay.
feel like unless like catastrophic injury happens, I don't really see anything
Yeah.
happening. He's been fairly reliable for that Clippers team.
Yeah, at times.
I mean, he's took him way farther into the playoffs several times than they should have with that team.
Yeah,
So
that's
I mean,
true.
I think that Paul George is truly one of the most underrated players of our generation. So
Yeah, he is for sure.
I mean,
a lot of
he
people
was
hate on him. It's
great
just it's crazy to
defender.
me.
I mean,
Pacers Paul George was
Pacers Paul George
one of the
highlights. You would
craziest
think
players
he was
I've ever
literally the best
watched.
basketball
Yeah.
player that's ever played. But I mean, a part of it is he does like dumb stuff sometimes. He shoots bad
Yeah.
shots.
he takes he does take
He
a lot of
tells
shots.
people
He
that
shouldn't.
they take bad shots when they hit 40-footers and
I know.
to win the series.
Dame, yeah.
But
18th, I
Yeah.
had Trey Young.
I think they'll
this
have
one
a decent
it
season.
really depends on whether or not he plays or gets traded or whatever situation.
Hoping I hear who I want to hear.
James Harden.
No.
who are you talking about?
He's my number 25. You'll see.
Okay.
But no, I was gonna put Harden on my list. But
I completely understand.
I
I
don't-
really thought
I don't
about just
know.
taking him off
yeah,
for his
I don't know
off-season
about
antics.
him. He's.
Yeah.
I love James Harden. I've been a James Harden fan, but it's hard to watch him now on the internet, especially.
Yeah.
Like he's cringy.
Daryl Morey
Is a liar. I'll probably put that.
That's right there.
Um, At 19, I had Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton.
He's
you
just-
have him
he's different.
a little bit higher than me, but not that much higher than me.
His points and assists per game, averaging a double
He's
double with
really
that,
good.
Is pretty
I mean, he
crazy.
doesn't have like. He has the abilities of a star,
Yeah.
but he isn't
I
marketed
see like
one.
a 24-5-11 season for him.
Really?
honestly.
I don't know about that
I
high
really
on
do.
points. I would say he probably goes 20 flat with like 12 assists a
could.
game.
Yeah,
Which would be
Which is possible,
disgusting.
yeah.
It was just like MVP numbers in like 2005, but
yeah. That's true.
He would have got that MVP over Nash twice.
That's true, actually.
No, the only reason Nash got those MVPs is because he like won like 60 games 2 years
Yeah.
in a row with a horrible team.
That is true. And then who'd you have for
My 19, I had De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Self-explanatory.
pretty low,
I mean,
yeah.
besides like you could argue he's higher, but I mean,
Yeah.
the highest I would place him is like 16. So.
That's fair. 20, I did notice while I was making this, like a decent amount of the players are teammates, which is kind of funny
Yeah.
because there's just so many super teams.
Uh-huh.
Number 20, I had Jaylen Brown.
Okay,
If
I had him
he's
a little
not
bit
super
lower.
ball dominant and knows his place, he could end up
Yeah.
top
If he doesn't
one in his
fall off the
position,
face of the
top
earth in
two.
the playoffs and
Yeah,
learns
but
how to dribble with his
I was
left
gonna
hand.
say, yeah. So
He
it's,
might be
that
a
one's
little
kind
bit
of
higher.
self-explanatory. He could be higher, could be lower.
I had
Depends on how he
Kawhi at
does.
my 20.
Okay.
I just feel like, even though we haven't really seen him, until we
Yeah.
see him and he's
He's-
bad,
he's
I can't
crazy
say
when he
he's really
plays.
bad. Like, I
Yeah.
can't say he's not, like, top
That's
25.
fair. But the problem is seeing
doesn't
him,
play.
like you were saying earlier, so that's why he's not
Yeah.
on there for me. 21, I had Mikal Bridges. Self-explanatory, one of
okay.
the best,
That's good.
the best two-way player in the league.
I
and
wanted
he's
to
gonna
rank
have
him,
crazy
but-
year in nets.
He isn't far off. I would probably put him in my, like,
He could have been higher for me.
really?
Yeah.
You're really high on him. I like
He's
him
really
a lot,
good.
but, I mean, at this current point, he hasn't shown
At this
enough to
current
show
point,
that he's top
not
25.
yet, yeah. But
But,
he's going to, I think.
So, my 21, I had Anthony Edwards. I'm not as high on him as you are,
Yeah.
but
No.
he's very good. He's still up and coming.
I have a
He's a great
13.
shooting guard.
Yeah. I just think he was being
I think
crazy
he's
this summer. dude.
Very clearly going to be like, I don't know, we're thinking back, like, who's in his division?
I don't even know.
Because he would be the best shooting guard in that division by far,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Because, I mean, like, no, I guess Shea's in that division. So never mind.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Even though it makes 0 sense for Shea to be in that division. Like that
I know.
OKC
He
should
should-
be playing with
they
like
should
the
switch.
Mavericks and the
Yeah.
Rockets
They could, and
and
they
the
would
Spurs.
win, too, probably. 22, I had Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
He's like Mikal Bridges with less defense and better offense, and he's just really good.
Yeah, I get it.
And
Like
he's-
just like I
Just his
would
size,
compare
the
him
way he
physically
plays
more
for
to
his
like
size.
KD.
I was
but, like,
literally just about to say his play style is like KD, and he's not far off in like stats and stuff, probably, honestly. So I could see him being even higher, maybe, because just depending how this team plays, I'm gonna get into the rest in a little bit, but
okay.
depending how that team plays, they could be crazy.
My 22 was Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
He's really good, and I mean, I was just saying he was coming up. There's a good chance he goes like 20 and 10 at the very least. I think he did like 19 and 11, right? This year?
No, he had 20 and 10.
20 and 10?
24 and 10.
24 and 10 this year?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. I would put him in my article earlier. He had 24 and 10.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
he had,
lowballed him. Maybe I should have put him a little
he had.
higher.
That's what I was saying. Like 25, 5, and 11 isn't.
Yeah.
Like a
To be
crazy
fair, he
thing.
does play for the Pacers, so
Yeah.
it's not like he gets a lot of media attention for
But especially coming off a contract year.
Yeah.
That changes players.
that.
John
That
Wall-
was a part of it. There's a good chance his numbers are lower coming off of a contract.
I think
year.
he could be better coming off. Of
But I
one.
mean, he's young.
Yeah.
So it's different. So I mean,
So we'll see.
going off rookie deal.
That's fair then.
Yeah.
23. I had Sabonis.
It's a bonus. Okay.
I think
we're pretty close.
they're gonna have a pretty good year again, and he had really good stats last year, like ridiculous stats. Best rebounder, along with 20 something points a game and decent. I think like
He's a
6
great
assists.
power forward.
It's crazy.
So
So
my 23 is Jaylen Brown. I mean,
Okay.
he's very good,
I think he'll be better than Kawhi this
especially if
season.
you play fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna try to
he
get some of
can
these guys on
dribble
my
with his
list.
left hand, and,
Yeah.
I mean,
Control issues.
he reportedly punched a vase and cut his hand in the playoffs. So I mean, there's a part of that,
Yeah.
or right before the playoffs or something like that,
Yeah.
which shouldn't help because
He's gonna be a hit or miss player 100% this.
Which,
Yeah.
If you
Oh
mess up
yeah.
your right hand and you can't dribble with your left hand, you're useless. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how you make it to the NBA without the ability to dribble with your left hand.
I
But
know.
I mean, that makes it kind of impressive.
He's still pretty good though. So
If you don't have the ball handling skills of a high school basketball player, but you made it to the NBA, you're doing something right, I guess.
yeah. Connections.
You can get to your 24.
I had Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jaren Jack-
coming off a
Okay.
defensive player of the year.
he would
Oh,
also
they
be
always
my
play
top
better.
30, but he
And
didn't make my
then
list.
I think he's gonna score a lot better with Ja being gone and D Rose being smarter than Ja and passing the ball a lot.
Yeah.
I think he'll have a
There's
really
good
good.
chance they like do the best they do without Ja.
I think 100% they're
Didn't
going
they, like,
to.
go, like,
They went ahead such better
like,
stats without Ja.
22 and like 4.
Something like
without
that.
Ja?
Yeah, I think it was like 27 and 3
Watch him
actually or
start
something.
25 and 0.
Dude, honestly,
Hilarious.
it wouldn't be the craziest thing ever.
My 24 is Domantas Sabonis.
Okay, so he's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
fair.
I was like,
Pretty self-explanatory on him, honestly. And then 25, assuming he's healthy, which I do think he's going to be this year, Zion.
okay.
I think
if he actually plays the whole season, I don't think he'll play. What was that? I don't think he'll play the whole season, but if he were to actually play the full season and Zion was in for like 60 games, he could end up being top 10, maybe top 5, because I think he would dominate Jokic even if he was actually playing full games. I don't think that's a crazy. I don't think it's the craziest take.
It's a bad take, but it's definitely a hot take.
Because Jokic, he's big, but
Yeah.
Zion's also like damn near 275 with like pure muscle at this point. Yeah, I think it's higher even.
He touched 300.
And we've seen him preseason so
Yeah.
far, and we saw what he did rookie year. Like, he's scary if he plays.
Yeah, he is.
So.
I mean, you saw his preseason highlights, right?
Yeah, he looks scary, dude.
Okay, my 25, I'm going to go ahead and say Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
Good defensive player of the year candidate.
He is, yeah. He's a top 3 lock, I
feel like
think.
it's self-explanatory. You could even technically argue higher, but I wouldn't. I mean, I feel like that's the right spot for him.
I think it's a good spot
Guys that
for him.
I would consider.
I did see a lot of lists
mentions
with him
would be,
higher.
like Pascal Siakam,
Yeah.
like
Where do you put healthy Zion?
healthy Zion.
I'm talking 60 game Zion.
60 games.
Where do you think he plays?
Like, where he
where do you think he
actually did what
places?
did?
Because it's a
I would put him
it's
like
a trade value season right now, and he's
like,
healthy.
Healthy. I'd put him at like 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. If he plays, this
Yeah.
dude could end up showing, like, this is a crazy take because he doesn't play a lot. If he were to play all those games, he could end up showing that he's the best player in the world. Dude, just with his size and dominance, he could literally be like this generation's Shaq if he actually played.
I guess, but I mean, I would still say like guys like Jokic and Giannis are.
Yeah.
I mean, Giannis is more athletic than him, but I mean, not. by
I'm
much.
excited to see that matchup.
Yeah, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
insane.
cool to see like.
They're
well,
like
for
the
sure
same
Zion can
player
back
with different
down. He
sizes.
can back down Zion for sure.
Yeah.
He has enough weight on him.
Yeah, but not every time at all. It would be like a few times
It's not
maybe.
that hard to back.
And
down
Zion's
somebody that
defense
weighs
is
more
crazy
than you.
good too.
Because I mean, like, I could back down somebody that weighs like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
It's not like that crazy. You just have.
But
to
Zion's
know how to
defense
back
is
him down.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
He is.
I feel like even if dude, if Giannis
like,
gets
when he,
past
like, grabs
him,
the ball with both hands,
dude,
it's
yeah.
like-
If he's probably stronger than Giannis, and
Oh,
if
for
he
sure.
gets past,
For
if Giannis
sure.
gets past, Zion can literally just jump and block that shit if he
I
wants
mean,
to.
to be a muscular 310-pound person, you have to be extremely strong.
Yeah, it's. I'm
I mean, I'm not
excited
even gonna lie,
to see
but
him.
like if Zion wasn't that athletic, he could have just went into like bodybuilding.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
for sure, easily. Like, it's
Mr.
just
Olympia
strongman
instead.
stuff. Yeah, literally.
He could sit at 325 lean and be disgusting.
If he wanted to, yeah.
I mean,
He could even do that as a
now
center
I
if he
wouldn't
wanted
argue
to.
You should do that just because it's
No.
not good for your knees.
You gotta stay
to be
athletic,
jumping
too.
And landing with 320 pounds on you.
Yeah.
And that's what messed him up the last time when he was sitting at 310.
Yeah, messed up his knees and
Jumping
ankles.
Jumping 40 feet, 40 inches up in the air.
40 feet was more
40 feet.
accurate, honestly.
Have you ever seen the one like clip of
When
like,
they edit him
Bleacher
jumping off.
Report and it's like LeBron jumping
Yeah.
over the.
I
Yeah.
hate that video. It's
Dude,
so
it's
stupid.
so funny, like the Fortnite building one.
That's one of my favorite
It's
ones.
so
the
funny,
Patrick
bro.
one.
The Patrick,
it's
Larry
Blake
Nance
Griffin,
Jr.
right? Or no, Larry Nance. There was one with Blake Griffin too. I think
Yeah.
it was Patrick too. I think.
That was
Might
like
be
a TIE
wrong.
fighter or something.
They always have terrible edits.
I don't know how they came up with that stuff they did.
I really don't know.
But, I
But
mean,
oh
that's
yeah,
really-
I forgot we're doing like our list quickly.
Oh yeah.
So, going in order from 25 to 1, my best NBA players this year go Zion, Jaren Jackson Jr., Demonis Sabonis, Brandon Ingram, Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Jamal Murray, De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards, KD, AD, Dame, Shai, I don't even know. How do you pronounce it? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron, Jason Tatum, D-Book, Steph Curry, Embiid, unfortunately, at 4, Luka at 3, Giannis at 2, and Jokic at 1, just like the past 3 years.
Okay.
And
Okay. So starting at 25, I
Against your
have
breath.
Bam Adebayo, Demonis Sabonis, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Halliburton, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Paul George, Kyrie Irving, Ja Morant, Donovan Mitchell, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, LeBron James,
I know.
Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Luka, Joel Embiid, Giannis, Jokic.
Solid.
I felt like I was
Right.
in
Well, we got
2017
we
going
got
from 18 to
lots
16.
of. Well, I know We got lots of highlights out of that segment
20 to
alone.
17. Kawhi, or no, I guess never mind. But James Harden, Paul George, Kyrie threw me back a little bit.
Oh, really? We got like at least 6 or 7 videos.
There's some pretty good little debates.
Side
in there.
talks. Yeah, we gotta start. I'm so happy NBA is back. This podcast is about to take. We got
It's
these
so
new
much more
mics. We got new mics, and we got NBA coming back. Oh, god damn it, guys! If you hear these dogs, I'm so sorry. I hate these dogs. But new segment, starting it this week. I don't think you made any hot takes, did you?
No.
Okay, so this week I'm gonna be telling Zeke how the segment's gonna work. Each week we're gonna trade off who says what. So I'm going this week. I got 2 for him. I was gonna try to make 3, but I ran out of time. I'm just gonna say them and leave him.
I think 2's perfect.
Yeah, leave him to say his thoughts. I'm not gonna say anything except the hot take, and
Okay,
you're just gonna
that's
have to
a
elaborate
cool
on it
segment.
yourself. So, with my first hot take, if the Broncos traded way less players for Geno instead of Russ, they'd be far more successful and have made the playoffs already.
I don't agree with that because I don't think Geno Smith's that good. I
Okay.
think they'd still be bad.
Okay.
I think a part of it is they don't really have receivers. And they should have focused on
I think
that.
they do. though. That's
Cortland Sutton is good, but he's not that good. And then Jerry Jeudy isn't good.
not- Who was it that was talking to him?
Steve Smith.
Yeah. Yeah. So
He was
okay,
right.
That's fair.
Spot on.
And then Nets would have won the championship if KD's foot wasn't on the line that year.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree
I'm
with
actually
that.
surprised by that one.
They were really good that year, and I mean, a part of that was they were playing a very good team. So I mean, you got
Yeah.
2 teams that did very good. So I
Yeah.
mean, you got to keep in mind. I would have said yes. They would.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. I wasn't expecting that. And then,
I'm
getting
starting to
into the
expect
NFL now. This is going to be a good episode,
Yeah.
actually.
It will be actually.
I'm excited for this one. We're going to have to promote it. I'm talking
Yeah.
to you. So, getting into NFL, starting with guys, there may be puppies coming on screen. Hello. Scary setup. It's okay. Hello. Guys, no. Shoot.
Just pretend like they're not there.
So starting with a recap of our games and predictions for this week, week 7. Horrible week,
predictions.
mainly for me. But Zeke had some pretty
a
awful
little bit better.
predictions as well. Yeah, he did better than me. We switched off because the other week I had like
Yeah,
a few more
I
and
mean-
he had 2, and then this week I think I had 2 only. So let's just get into it.
Crazy to go like 2 for
Get
1.
over
How
it.
many
I
games
think
did it? It was
I
like
might have gotten
13.
3. I don't even know. So Jags Saints, we both had the Jags winning, which they did. Not much to say about that game, honestly. Falcons versus Bucks, we both had the Bucks winning, and the Falcons pulled off what I would call an
I
upset,
wouldn't say an
especially
upset.
not having Bijan.
Yeah, Bijan. Well, I mean, technically he was in the game.
Shut up. I know that ruined a lot of fantasy owners' days. A lot of them.
I would have been really mad.
I would have been pissed. So I feel for you guys. I'm sorry about that.
I was gonna say something really bad, but I was like, I could end up on a watch list for that one. but-
Okay, let's not go with that. Raiders, Bears. Bears finally decided to play good again.
Well, I mean, I think it's because, of course, Justin Fields needs a new
out.
coach. He needs a new coach, guys.
Yeah,
It's not maybe that he's not that good.
Yeah, definitely not. Right.
Yeah.
Colt Kmet had no stats, which is crazy. DJ Moore didn't have a crazy game. I don't even know.
This week.
Oh yeah,
Off
I
of
do
that.
know. Deontay Foreman is ridiculous. That's what.
I've been saying this. I mean, since he was,
He's been good. Yeah,
Since he replaced Derrick Henry that one year,
he was good.
He was good, and
He was
On
solid.
the Panthers last year, he was pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot he was on the Panthers.
And I was
last
shocked
year.
that he was like the 3rd string guy on the Bears.
I know.
I don't know how you.
I don't
end
know
up in
why
this
they're
situation. Like, wouldn't you go to like a place like Arizona where you could be like a true like second back?
Or like even the Cowboys, that could be a winning team, and
I guess.
like
but I
he
don't
could
really
easily
know.
have done it. I think, but
They
Bears sold that game for both of us.
They have Deuce Vaughn.
He sucks, bro.
Does he?
I'm sorry,
I don't
but he's
really pay
trash.
attention.
No, he's
I
terrible.
mean, that's what happens
so
when
far.
you're like 5'5".
Yeah, and Tony Pollard's not that great either
He's
this
not
season,
no Darren
realistically.
Sproles, so I mean,
No.
like, Darren Sproles was low-key a dog.
Yeah. My
Sidetracked.
game of the week, Colts Browns. We
I
both
agree
picked
with
the
that.
Colts. I was gonna go with the Browns, but Zeke talked me into the Colts,
Yeah.
and so we both were wrong on that one too. So 3
But
straight.
Let's be honest. We were right.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we were. So we got 2 right out of 4 so far, and Commanders, Giants, Tyrod Taylor is pretty ridiculous, actually.
I said the Giants, right?
Yeah. So Zeke had the Giants. I had the Commanders. Commanders just had a bad game. And, Tyrod Taylor's good, like I just said.
Mildly high on Tyrod Taylor because,
yeah.
He was going to be the starter for the Chargers that year before he got stabbed in the lung.
Yeah, I know. That was a little bit ridiculous.
So, that really ruined his career. That was sabotage.
Yeah. The Ravens-Lions game. We both had the Lions. If you guys saw the game...
That's what happens when you try to say that the Lions are the best team in football.
I know, yeah. That's what I was thinking earlier.
And
like, people were really trying to say they're up there. They had a cakewalk schedule.
Yeah.
And then they just got curb-stomped by the Ravens.
Good. They're like...
Yeah, they just got blown out by, I think 30 by the Ravens. It was a disgusting game. Yeah. They didn't even score until, the 3rd or 4th quarter. Yeah, it was unreal.
In the slightest.
Jahmyr Gibbs showed potential, though. Crazy for how bad they did. Bills Patriots was my upset of the week. Oh, we both had Lions, by the way, and we got that wrong. We also both had Bills for this game, like everyone else in America, and
I don't think anybody expected.
No one expected the Patriots to win.
Mac Jones to cook.
I know, and hit the most amazing gritty of
after
the NFL right after. That was pretty funny.
Confidence I could out-gritty him right now.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I'll try to put a clip. I will put a clip. But can you put your AirPods in? Getting into Cardinals Seahawks. We both had the Seahawks winning, and we actually did get that. Thank God.
I feel like the Cardinals should have been able to pull it out. They had too many problems going on in that game.
Yeah.
3 turnovers with 3 points scored.
Yeah, I know.
Which is disgusting.
It's pretty bad.
How do you let that happen? It's like whoever the offensive coordinator is, because I'm not paying attention to the Cardinals very much as a Cardinals fan, which is a little bit sad. But
hire Matt Canada, Cardinals. Do it. You need.
He's been cooking. I'm not gonna lie.
He's been okay.
He's feeling the hate right now. And he's cooking.
Getting into that, Steelers took on the Rams and actually won somehow.
Yeah.
Puka had a crazy good game. Cooper Kupp had a really bad game, which is why they lost.
On purpose, but
what?
Bringing up Matt Canada right before we talked about this.
Oh yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
That was, I would say, an upset. Hello. Because I just didn't expect them to win, especially by how much they did.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp had a terrible game, which is why they lost, honestly. And that's all I got to say. Chargers, Chiefs. I had the Chargers winning because I expected them to be able to not suck after sucking against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I was very wrong. You had the Chiefs. I had the Chargers. So Chiefs ended up blowing them out 30-6, I think. It's a bad game.
It's kind of a lot of high scoring / blowout games this week.
And it was a weird week just in general.
That Cleveland.
I know that was a crazy game.
39-38.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Packers Broncos. We both had the Packers. Broncos won. I don't even want to get into that because I could care less about that game.
Yeah, it just proves that the Packers aren't very good.
Yeah, I was pretty high on them this season, but they're not.
Jordan
very good.
Love isn't very good either.
Somewhat on him. And then Dolphins Eagles. I had the Dolphins pulling an upset, which they definitely did not. They can't compete against real teams. I'm kind of realizing now, so might be done betting on them against big teams. I'm excited for the Cowboys-Dolphins game on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
2 teams who no one knows if they can actually compete yet. Yeah. So that'll help us find out.
2 mildly competitive teams.
Yeah. And then I actually don't even want to really get into this game too much. Niners-Vikings, because that was just so bad. The Niners, Brock Purdy finally loses, and now he doesn't know what to do after losing a game.
Yeah.
So
you could blame it on injuries, but I won't even because
No, yeah, you could, but I'm also gonna
offensively studded team.
Yeah.
You have
they should have been able to compete
4
way
very
better.
good players. You have Christian McCaffrey, Kittle, and Ayuk.
And McLeod and Juwan Jennings are both dogs on any other team where they get used more too, realistically. You put Juwan Jennings on the Colts, he's going to have some pretty crazy stats.
But I'm not going to lie. Colts have a kind of solid receiving core. A lot of
Yeah.
underrated guys.
Yeah, you're only saying that because you're fantasy pigs.
Yeah.
Which, getting into the recaps for last week,
Unfortunately for Zeke.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you do that.
I technically... Oh, wait, hold on. I need to check this last one really quick before I say mine. Because it happened tonight. And I'm pretty sure it was actually a big hit. So I hit, I think, every single one this week. Shut up, Charlie. Okay. Yeah, okay, so for my first sleeper, I had DK Metcalf, who was ruled out late, so...
I mean, I would say it was
on
like
my
Saturday,
end.
so if you were a fantasy owner, like,
Yeah, you should have
figure
known.
it out. Like,
Yeah.
you need to be paying attention.
But
You're not
so
a real
I'm not going to
manager.
count that one as a miss because it's
Yeah.
really not my fault.
If it's an injury, it's not on you.
Yeah.
We've on this.
Chris Godwin. I said Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. So realistically, that could count for all three. I did have another one, which I'll get into first, I guess. I said Elijah Mitchell, but Christian McCaffrey did end up playing, which wasn't expected.
He did pretty good.
So, yeah. So, again, not my fault, but
Yeah.
I did say Chris Godwin and Mike Evans if you have either one of them. And they both hit. Chris Godwin had 12.6. Mike Evans had 20.2. God, that dog is so
You
annoying.
probably can't even hear it.
I hope
to be
not.
honest.
I hope you guys can't hear that.
Wait, stop talking and see what it is.
Because that dog is annoying.
Yeah, it doesn't even pick it up. We're good.
I hope not.
And
Oh, you want
yeah,
to
I'll
do
do
your
mine.
first?
So I had Jared Goff, who his offense only put up 6 points this week.
Yeah.
So he only had 9.64, which is higher than you would think for a team that only scored 6 points. But
Yeah.
not good at all. Brandon Ayuk 10.7. I'm not gonna say this is a complete bust, but it's not good. I mean,
Yeah. No,
it's
it's
like-
50-50.
that would be like, I wouldn't consider that like, if that would cause you to lose your week.
Yeah. Then
You have other issues, but like,
Yeah.
which I mean, I lost my week because of him only putting up 10.7.
Yeah,
but I
that's
have
true.
other issues. So, and then I said Brett Mayer because he's been looking really good, and this week he decided to put up 2 points. So I mean,
Yeah.
just not good luck.
Not a good-
And then it gets worse on my bus too, that you can really hear.
For my bus, I hit on all three. I had DJ Moore, he did get 13.4, which is
Is decent,
but he had
less than his projection by like a point or something. But
Yeah.
hey, a
I'll
bust
just
is
put
a
that. I'll just put that at mid because
I-
that's
yeah,
not
it's
gonna
fair.
affect your week at
No,
all.
yeah, but he did somewhat bust. Ooh, pause. So,
Okay.
and then I had Kyle Pitts, who only got 7.7, so that was a
For
solid.
Kyle
pick.
Pitts, that's like the best week of his life.
yeah, that's
but
true.
not
And then I
good.
also said Brock Purdy for some reason.
I could have taken those 7 points.
Yeah, I also said Brock Purdy. Oh yeah, you had Cole Kmet.
Yeah. I would have.
Purdy only had
My one was
12.7,
good,
so that was a solid pick as
as well, so I hit on all three busts.
So I had Kendrick Bourne, who decided to have a very good week. Back-to-back weeks.
I told you that was a
Like
bad
just
idea
said,
too.
He had 16.3. I might even pick him up this week because I realized
I did-
he's on like a 4-game
I said
streak
that,
and
did I
playing
not?
Very good. I think you did say that. Okay, then I'm gonna get into Jared Judy and Cortland Sutton.
Okay.
I was pretty much right about Jared Judy. I think he went over, but he's not good at all, and he's garbage. So I just want to hate on Jared Judy because I don't like Jared Judy.
So wrong.
No, he only put up 11 points. I think he was projected like
Oh.
he had 11.4, but he was projected like
9 probably.
a little bit higher. I think like 9.6.
Okay, we'll call it mid.
That's what I said. And then Cortland Sutton had 19.6, so I was wrong.
Damn. He was gonna go on my sleepers for this week, but I changed my mind.
I just expected one of them to like whoever was like the main guy to get locked up.
Yeah, that's
And
fair. Honestly.
I have no idea who they had guarded. I'd assume it was Jared Judy, but he's trash. He should be the number one
It's
guard
probably
guy.
Cortland Sutton. He's better this year so far.
I don't know.
Did you have another one, or was that both your second?
I had
pick?
DJ Moore.
Okay, so oh yeah, we had the same one.
And then I'm gonna do sleepers and bust, so I can try to make it one clip. By the way, for
Okay.
predictions. So I'm gonna try to go through it quick. Sleepers and busts for week 8. Damian Pierce, Houston running back versus Carolina, coming off a bye week, waiting for a breakout game and horrible opponent. Garrett Wilson, New York Jets wide receiver versus the New York Giants. New York rivalry, coming off bye week and terrible opposing defense again. Zay Flowers, Baltimore wide receiver versus the Cardinals. Lamar definitely proved himself this week on throwing.
That he can throw.
Yeah.
He's
Bad
really good.
defense and still getting his number called.
For my bust, I said all running backs. Joe Mixon versus San Francisco. Bad season so far.
Great defensive team, hopefully next season.
Next week, and this ain't the breakout game.
Zach Moss versus the Saints.
unfortunately, looks like his time has come. I say unfortunately because I liked him. Jonathan Taylor's becoming ball dominant. And then Josh Jacobs versus Detroit. Good run defense. He's had a bad year.
Yeah.
And they're going to get destroyed.
Fair.
I did it. Okay, so.
Okay. So my sleepers, I have George Pickens. He's been very good the past few weeks. Matt Canada's made some adjustments. The Steelers' offense is looking somewhat solid. Not really. I mean, even the running backs like Najee are getting. I mean, Najee had like 15 points this week.
Yeah.
He's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And then I had Josh Downs. He's been looking really good all year. I was checking his stats. I didn't even notice this.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's just like that low on waiver wires. He's had like a few really bad weeks, but I think he might be Gardner Minshew's favorite target.
Yeah, it looks like it.
He looks really solid. So, whatever. And then I had Deonta Foreman. He's been a very good running back for years.
Coyotes.
Yeah. So that's really all I had to say about that.
Okay.
He's looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
And he's had a really good game.
Yeah. Just true.
And then my bus, I had Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Because Sean Watson injured constantly.
Yeah.
And then I had Kenneth Walker. I just expect him to have a down week this week.
Okay.
He had a down week last
okay.
week, and he's just
Interesting. Yeah.
I just wanted a hot take. Maybe
Okay.
I'm cooking. Maybe I can
No.
post this up. Or I can be completely wrong and you can put up 30-something points.
Yeah.
And then I had Calvin Ridley because he's not good.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. I mean, honestly, that's true.
Gambling's hot to him.
Annie, get out of here. Throw the mic at her. Okay, and then let's get into next week's games predictions.
Okay. So Thursday night.
Hopefully, before we get into it, I really hope we're right this week because this week was just
Not
so like
good.
watching the video. I was literally sitting there like this in class. I was like, bro. That's when I texted you. I was like, I think.
I can demonetize, so.
I'll censor that part.
So Thursday night we have the Bucks and the Bills. I have the Bills.
I should have said.
Don't cook. Don't cook.
I
You can't go off of 1 week.
okay. I'm going. No, I just like the Bucks, but I'm gonna go with the Bills. But if it's wrong, then I pick the Bucks.
Yeah, okay. That's what you're gonna say to every single one of us. You
No,
like, edit it,
just
so,
that
right?
one because I want to pick them.
Okay, and then starting
And
off
then
the
you
morning
peer pressure
slate,
me.
we have the Rams and the Cowboys, which is kind of a weird game to be
It's a
at
good
10
game.
a.m.
I know
Yeah.
it should be. It could even be the Monday night game. Honestly, it's not a bad game.
I don't know. Who's playing Monday night? Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely.
We'll get into that.
Okay, and we have...
I'll go Dallas because it's my team.
Yeah.
But I think Rams have a good chance. But
I'm just going to say for fun, just
Rams?
because I
Oh,
don't
wow, okay.
like the Cowboys.
okay.
I'm going to go with the Rams.
Okay.
And then we have Vikings, Packers. I'm going to go with the Vikings coming off of a big week where Jordan Addison looked really
Yeah,
good.
I'm
And
gonna go
Kirk
with
Cousins
Vikings.
got a primetime win. That's
Finally,
understated.
I know.
Primetime
About
win
time.
against a good team.
I'm gonna go Vikings 200%.
Okay. And then we have the Falcons and the Titans. If Bijan
Ooh.
Robinson doesn't have a headache, maybe they get. But I'm going with the Falcons. Anyway,
I'm going with
even
the
if he has a
Titans.
headache.
I'm going with the Titans. Derrick Henry's gonna walk
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
I
we
think
have-
Malik Willis is playing again.
Is he?
Probably.
I have
so.
no idea. I don't
know
watch
either.
Titans football. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
I paid attention a little bit, but not that much. I
Yeah.
don't like analyze the whole game.
Yeah. You see Derrick Henry touchdowns on the NFL page.
Yeah. We'll check the depth chart occasionally, like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Okay, and then I have the Saints and the Colts. I'm taking the Colts. Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take the Colts too. It's a good game, honestly.
Next game we have the Patriots and the Dolphins. I really kind of want to say the Patriots because that Dolphins team, I'm not gonna lie, they might be frauds.
Dolphins just have Patriots number even when it was Brady Gronk era, so I can't even
Not
imagine, especially
really.
now.
They would catch a win every
Especially
2
no,
years.
just that one game specifically
Well, yeah, there
where
was
Gronk
one.
messed that up. I'll never forget that. That's what I'll
Gronkowski
always remember the
doesn't have the
Patriots
angle.
by from now on. So
I'm gonna also go
I
ahead and
gotta
say the
go
Dolphins.
with I gotta go with the Dolphins. Tyreek's gonna
Um,
have a huge game. Every time I predict Tyreek big weeks, it happens. Tyreek, 170, between 170 and 180 yards, and
There you go.
at least one touchdown, maybe probably 2 touchdowns.
Cool.
Come back to this next week.
This one, Battle of New York, Jets, Giants.
Jets.
I have no idea who has the home advantage. Oh, it's the Giants have home advantage, actually.
It's New York.
Yeah. It's actually New Jersey, but
Same thing.
I'm
kidding.
So there is the. Who cares?
I'm going Jets.
Let's be real.
That's
I
racist.
also I'm gonna go ahead and say the Giants. Home field
Really?
advantage, guys.
Okay. That's a crazy take in my opinion, but. Oh,
I
well,
think Tyrod Taylor's
I was about to
very
say
good.
Tyrod's good. but
Until they start.
locks him up. That's a good pass defense. So.
I guess. Okay, and then we have the Jaguars and the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers at this current state, but I think it'll be a very good game. I'm gonna say like
Deontay
right now
Johnson's
might be my
back.
game of the week. Yeah, and he looked good too.
He did. He had a really good week on fantasy. Shoot, that's a hard one actually. That's gonna be a good game. Where is it? Tell me
It
that.
is in Pittsburgh.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
Steelers.
shiver
I'll go,
right there.
I'll go Steelers.
Sort of tripping.
Is that all?
No.
Oh.
I had to like put my phone down for a second.
Yeah, I
Eagles
got Steelers.
and the Commanders. I don't know if I said who I had. I said Pittsburgh. Okay.
I'm gonna be stupid for doing this again, but dude, it was too close of a game last time in Philly.
You need to be
It
stopped.
was too
okay?
close of a
You're-
game last time
you're
in
an
Philly. If
adamant
this comes
Philly
back,
hater,
it's gonna be a
okay?
gross take.
Yeah, it's 100% gonna be a gross
So-
take because they're gonna win by like 20 points.
No, dude, they barely won in overtime last time.
If the under/over was 10 points, I'd take the over. Right now.
No. So
If it was 9.5,
I
would
think
take over.
it's even if they do win, it's gonna be by 3.
no way. Okay. Yeah.
So
I
you got
feel
Eagles
it.
then. Get on the bed, dude.
So there is the Texans and the Panthers.
Texans.
I have the Texans.
Ooh, that's a good quarterback
Panthers are
matchup.
bad.
Finally.
Yeah, 2 rookies.
Yeah, I like that. But for sure, Texans.
Yeah.
I think Tank Dell should finally be back. He's been
I
in concussion
believe
for
he
like
might
3
be.
weeks.
Really? I don't know.
Pissing me off. He's on my fantasy team.
I figured he must have been injured somewhere. Like.
No, it's a concussion. annoying.
So we both agree Houston there.
Yeah.
Browns and Seahawks. I feel like whenever the Browns play the Seahawks, it's always like a fun matchup. I'm gonna go
It's
with
gonna
the
be.
Browns.
I don't know. Honestly, that's kind of hard. I think if DK plays, Seahawks will win because that passing core is crazy. JSN looks really good after this week. If Deshaun plays, they could get it, but especially if Deshaun doesn't play Seahawks. But I guess I will overall go Seahawks. That was probably confusing, but
I'm trying to see if I'm missing a game on my.
perhaps.
Or maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, that makes
I thought I didn't see the Bengals, so I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh,
Because they were on bye last week.
Yeah, so it is
But I found it.
Oh, okay.
So then there is the Chiefs and the Broncos. And
yeah, which I'm gonna
Yeah,
point out
you
again is kind of really annoying that we
They're
have to
playing.
see them play these cakewalk teams after 2 weeks.
yeah.
They played the Broncos 2 weeks ago. I don't know
This
why we're
one's in
seeing it
Mile
again.
High though, so there might be a difference.
No.
Okay.
I mean, they
so-
barely won last time. Realistically, Russ
Yeah.
just sucked. So
Russ
mean,
didn't actually play that bad that
he
game.
played terrible that game.
He had pretty solid stats.
He had like a few interceptions. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure. No, he had like. I bet on him to have over yards, and he got like 40 something. I'm pretty sure. He had a really bad game last time. I'm pretty sure.
He didn't have like super great stats, but he didn't have bad stats.
I'm pretty sure he had really bad stats that game.
Let me pull this up because I'm not going to accept unrealistic Russ slander. I'll take.
I think they should finally just try to put someone else in.
Really?
I mean,
He's not that bad.
dude, they haven't done anything with him.
I mean, the whole team isn't good. I mean, the
Yeah,
defense
but-
is iffy. They pretty much
You
need
gotta
to
realize
rebuild.
it's time to switch something up.
Let's see.
Charlie's in the podcast. You guys can't see him, but
Okay, he had like 95 yards and 2 picks.
yeah,
My
that's
bad.
horrible.
My bad. I thought he had one.
Don't
like,
ever talk.
I thought he
again
went
on
like
this
160
podcast.
with like
no,
1 touchdown.
no.
and
It
one
was a terrible game. It was hard to watch, and he
pick.
sold
He only
my
completed
parlay
like
so
8
bad.
passes or something like
I
that.
know,
He didn't
it
throw
was-
very many times that game. He only had like.
Because the Chiefs defense just kept getting it from him, dude. Like they couldn't do
I
anything.
think a part of it is that team just like genuinely like is bad.
Yeah, they suck.
They do like
So.
weird plays. They like run the ball like
Yeah.
randomly.
Sean Payton for a
Not a
first-round
good
pick-
coach.
for a first
I'm
round.
not even
pick,
gonna lie. He's never been a good coach.
He was good with Drew Brees, but
I think it might have
Jesus
just been
Christ.
Drew Brees. Like I feel
You
like
can argue the same with Belichick and Brady, and that's still a crazy take. So, I don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Belichick didn't do anything.
No,
until he had
Belichick
Tom
wouldn't
Brady.
have been nearly as good without Tom Brady, but Tom Brady wouldn't have been.
Bill Belichick
as
wouldn't
good.
have been in the league past 2005. If he
Brady
didn't
wouldn't
Tom
have
Brady.
played without Bill Belichick, though.
That's not even true.
So,
He
it's
would have
very-
found a spot somewhere. I believe that
I
his
don't know, bro.
system molded him into being a great quarterback,
Yeah.
but I don't think that system is genuinely.
I don't think
off
it
of
was
him.
like completely Belichick.
Bill Belichick is a
honestly.
defensive coach anyway.
Every single thing is trying to turn on right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he's a defensive coach, but he still played a huge part in
I
having
guess.
Brady. So.
I mean, he.
Is that all of them for the week?
No, there's like
Damn, really?
yeah. No, there's no
really
buys
is no
this
bye-
week.
Oh yeah, Jesus. Seems like
There's
so
actually like
many.
4 more games.
Oh my God.
Ravens, Cardinals. I got Ravens.
Yeah.
I don't.
Came off a huge
Yeah.
week.
There, there's no way they just like play bad.
No, just jinxed it.
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean it's my Cardinals. And then we have the Bengals and Niners,
It's a pretty good game.
which
That's my game of the week prediction. You're gonna say
I kind of want to
Bengals?
say it. They're coming fresh off of a bye, and the Niners are coming off of a bad loss. Two bad losses. Well, I mean, the first one you can 100% blame injuries.
There's
but
no way the Niners
this-
lose 3 in a row. I can't go there. I can't. I like the Bengals
Okay.
odds, but there's no way I can say
for
them
fun,
they're
I'm gonna say the Bengals.
Okay.
And then this one I might also say for fun, the Bears and the Chargers.
Oh my God! No way, bro. Without Fields, really?
They played really solid last week.
Yeah, but against the Raiders, bro.
If they just run the ball a
Raiders
lot, I mean, that Chargers team has a very good defensive line. I think it's going to be oddly close, but I'm still going to go with the Chargers.
Chargers. Okay,
I'm going to say, like, it's going to be, like,
that's fair. It could be
23
close.
to
It could
17.
definitely be close, but I think it'll
Would be
be
my
more along
prediction.
the lines of like mid-high 20s to like
okay.
10 or 13.
And then Monday night, we have the Raiders and the Lions.
Yikes. Lions.
I'm still going with the Lions
are
because I
good
don't
with
think they're a bad
cakewalk
team. I think
teams.
they
No.
just had a bad week.
Lions are good against cakewalk teams too. So, I mean, I would hope they win this. And then is that all of them?
Yep.
Is there? Okay. Why
So
did they
we can get
do
into
2
this-
Monday night games for a couple weeks? That was so weird. I'm still confused by
A
that.
part of that
There's
is
no point.
because
I had open Sunday slots. Obviously.
how that works is like every team has to have a primetime game.
Oh yeah.
So they have to
that's
stuff
true.
the box sometimes, which
That's
I
so
don't know why
dumb.
they don't just stuff it on Thursdays, to be honest. But Thursdays
Yeah.
aren't good for team health. And I
No,
don't
yeah,
know
that's
why the
true.
league does them.
Yeah, that is true. Ending the video with injuries /
still have to do
possible.
our-
Oh,
Sleepers and busts for week 8.
we did.
Oh. We usually don't do it first, do we?
Yeah. I mean, like, it's been in this order. Pretty sure. I
don't
might
know
have
why.
switched it up a little bit, but
I feel like we like switch it every other week, and it just caught me out.
yeah.
off
This
guard
I guess because we're adding stuff and all that,
Yeah.
like trying to make
We
it fit
usually
into
just
each other.
flow, so I don't like
Yeah.
pick up on it, but my
But-
bad.
You're good. Injuries and possible injuries for this week. Gonna try to go through them quick. Deshaun Watson, strain and possible concussion now. Christian Watson, knee injury. Gerald Everett, ankle. Jerome Ford, ankle and turf toe. Deontay Foreman, after a huge week, unknown injury, but there's something apparently. Jaden Reed, shin injury. Luke Musgrave, or how we pronounce his last name, concussion. Debo, shoulder fracture update, 2 to 4 weeks. Justin Fields, dislocated thumb update, 2 to 3 weeks. Kyron Williams update, ankle is now on IR. That sucks.
Totally back in the end of the
Yeah.
full week, but
And then Cooper Kupp just still looks a little bit affected by his injury,
Okay.
so don't be too surprised
there's one
if
you
he's limited.
missed there,
Which
which
one?
I don't blame you.
Because it just happened.
Chris Olave prison protocol.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
He just got arrested. And
yeah.
I think we just watched Fred Warner get injured as
Yeah.
well, which is huge.
there was a lot of injuries, which I wouldn't be shocked.
So many injuries.
Might like come back, and we'll see guys on like concussion protocol and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
So probably Fred
Um,
Warner for the Niners. That's huge.
There's a good chance they come out and say Jordan Addison pulled something,
Yeah,
but he
honestly.
had a very good game. That's something we probably
Hawkinson looked hurt a few times.
He
He's
came
got
back
a
pretty quick, so I'm
wiener
not really worried
injury.
about
shoulder to Wiener. To Wiener.
To Wiener. Or no, was that Kittle?
It was Kittle.
Oh, I thought it was Hawkinson. Yeah.
Kittle.
Wiener injury.
Second grader.
But
I think that just about wraps it up.
Yeah.
So appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you next week.